Nate the Mississippi wrenches here. So we have a very interesting one today here. It's a monumental. It's the first all-over paint job on Mississippi wrenches here. Quote, I have done multiple all-overs, but this is the first one on the channel here. And it's a pretty unique one too. It's pretty nice. It's a 1991 Toyota pickup truck. It's a 5-speed, 4-wheel drive. Yeah. Looks real nice. So anyway, what we're going to be doing is pretty much we're going to be shooting it back red again. I'm going to actually use Speedokote's whole system, their whole line of system there. So we're going to be using the primer, the sealer, the Speedokote color with a K, and then the clear coat. So I'm actually going to use the whole system for the first time. And then also with the wheels, we're gonna just put that wheel silver from Speedokote. Just get it back looking pretty factory and all that stuff there. Nothing too major, but it's gonna be an interesting one though. It's gonna be a nice one there. Until then, let's go ahead and get this thing started here. So it's definitely starting to take shape here now. You see I done got that thing pulled out real nice. Putting the tail light up to make sure it matches. So I'm still just doing a little metal work in here. Just kind of keep pulling it out some. So that way I ain't got to add too much mud to it. That's going to be the key to a good repair. As less mud as possible. So right here, I'm just doing a little grinder, just getting it ready to do them little stud welder pull tabs. Cause this bed, it's made like a double wall, so there's only so far I can actually get in there to push the dent out. So the rest of it, I'm gonna have to go ahead and pull with the stud gun, which you're about to see in a couple minutes here, or a couple seconds. Sorry, it took a couple minutes in real time. But boom, you see that's the other one, and got a nice little pull right there. I'm not gonna lie to you, I hate that slide hammer. I'm gonna get the upgraded one where I can actually twist, because that one really would cause more damage than good, because you have to slide that sun to get that thing to let loose. You would have to pop that hammer forwards a little bit and it will finally let loose, but at the same time you kind of push a little tiny dent back in it again. So I'm gonna get the upgraded slide handle. But yeah, you see I'm just pulling out the dents now, so it's looking pretty good right now. It's coming along decent. So now I'm showing you, like I said, I can use that slide hammer as a pulling tool there to kind of pull the stud, and you saw the metal moving. And so now I'm finna go ahead and grind and start trying to hammer that body line back in just in a few minutes. Right now I'm just kind of grinding that stuff down, but I'm just hammering the line, trying to make the body line as crisp as possible without putting the mud in just yet. But I went in a little too far, so I had to go ahead and use a pry bar and push it back out. But now it's coming along pretty good, and boom, got the tail light in there. It's looking beautiful right now. I'm very impressed with it. So now all I'm doing is going ahead and getting it prepped up, ready for primer. Just getting it primed up. Like I said, this is about 320 grit sandpaper I'm using. Like I said, this is the other side of the bed. I fixed the dents already. It didn't take too long with that. But yeah, I'm just getting it prepped up for a primer. And so the primer we're using is Speedokote's High Build primer. I forgot the number of it, but the paint gun I'm using is the HTE Spectrum from Harbor Freight, and the tip is a 1.7. I like to use it because it just puts that material out there good, especially for a high build primer. It puts it out there real good. Used to use it as a paint gun. I probably would have used like a single stage wise and all that, since the paint of single stage is a little bit thicker there, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just use this gun as a primer gun instead. But I like the way it does the primer. It doesn't struggle not one bit, and it puts out a whole bunch. So the next scene should be of me getting ready to, well, boom, it's here now. Getting it taped up and ready to paint. So the first thing we'll do will be some sealer. So right here is the paint code. It's 3R3. It's a modern Toyota pickup. Not pickup, but it's a modern Toyota color. I was very surprised at the color here. But like I said, main thing, first thing you do is just go ahead and edge it on in. Get them little parts that's got the primer and the sealer and all that stuff. Edge it on in. Like I said, so far the coverage for this here wasn't bad. It was coming along pretty good. And then, like I said, it took a total of let's see here, I had 2 quarts. Technically I had 2 quarts, but see, this was a tri-stage, so I had 1 quart of the undercoat base, or whatever you want to call it, the undercoat. And let's see here, if I reduce that, that'll make 2 quarts of that there. And then I had a quart of the mid coat. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little long to explain it. I had to remember what I had then. So I had 1/4 of the mid coat, and that's what actually painted this truck here. And so it's covered real nice there. It really did. I was very impressed with it. See, you can see the coverage right now. I'm just kind of just playing with it, just not really taking it too serious. Just kind of just fogging it on. And so, like I said, it was 2 quarts in total that I used to paint this truck here. But technically speaking, it was 1 quart per stage. So I had only 1/4 of that undercoat base. There we go. Now I can explain it a little bit better. I had only 1/4 of the undercoat, and then I had 1/4 of the mid coat. And so that alone should tell you how good this paint covers, especially for the size of this truck here. The truck wasn't wide; it was just long. It's a long truck. But that should give you a good reference of how good this paint covers. But I like it. Will I be using it again in the future? You better believe it, I will be. Hopefully not a too expensive a color next go around, because red's gonna be expensive no matter where you get it there. But like I said, this is excellent coverage for it to be red. And I remember I did wanted to use the single stage for this job here. I got to thinking more about it. This guy here, he's more of an older gentleman, and I know with single stage, you're going to have to buff it every, maybe like a year or 2, maybe, just give or take. So I said I was going to go ahead and do the base coat, the clear coat system, less maintenance, and he can just enjoy it, wash it, take care of it, and it's gonna still be shiny. Now I'm finna go ahead and start to fill it on in now. So now I pretty much went over the edges, like the sealer and all that stuff with that coverage. So now I'm finna go ahead and start actually start doing a full, I'm not gonna say full wet coat really, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just give it a nice solid coat at least, just to even it on out, because I done did the little spots already. Now you can kind of see the color start to try to take a little shape now. And like I said, it's a nice color. I like it. I like it pretty well. And I'm not really a red person. That's not really my favorite color. My favorite color, personally, is blue. But, yeah, I'll paint whatever. But this color is really starting to shape out, though. And like I said, just remind you, this is the edging in. Like I said, I edged in the parts I need to, or edged in the spots I need to edge in. So technically speaking, I don't know what you call it, a coat and a half or what. I'll probably call it a coat and a half then. I'll say coat and a half. And it's already looking like it's getting pretty dang good coverage here. But yes, this is turning out very good. It's really something. I like the way that paint covers there. So it does make a difference to get a more, how do you say, more quality paint. And that's really what my experience is with this Speedokote, or with the Speedo color with a K. This is really what my experience is. It's laying down effortlessly and it's covering beautifully till it's just, it pays to get a better quality paint there. And I can tell that it's not like and no, I'm not trying to be a salesperson. It's just my honest opinion and my honest review of this here. It don't seem watered down, and I'm not really fighting with it. Again, you just see I'm just kind of playing with it. I'm not fighting it or nothing. It's just looking smooth, just smooth with it, and it's coming out smooth. So I'll recommend Speedo Color all day long. It's expensive, but it's worth it. And like I said, if you can get this, like if you get this color here, case in point, you see like a coat and a half. Well, let's just say hypothetically, we're just gonna just say it's a coat. Boom, you just got a base on there. It's covered in one coat. You put the clear coat on. You're done with the job a lot faster. You can go and do whatever else you want to do. If you got another job to work on, you can do that, or you can just chill out. And so now here comes the pearl coat here. This is where this truck really starts to take shape now, and it's gonna start looking beautiful. Now it's time for the shine time. Shine time now. So the clear coat we're going to be using is going to be the SMR 42. And so I love the way this show clear lays on there. It lays on there beautifully. Only thing I would recommend to do is, like I said, I shout out to Marco Speedokote. Only thing I would recommend to do is I see the error of my ways, because I used the SMR 42 with medium reducer, and it was too slow to dry. It was very slow drying. So when he says fast, use fast. Trust me, you don't want to deal with it being too slow. It look good and slick slow, but you run the risk of waterfalls. Let's just say I did a paint job. I did not document it, and I don't plan on documenting it because that day I was sweating and the truck was sweating too. That's how many runs I had in that truck. But I fixed it. Not this truck here, but I'm talking about just the truck I did the runs on, because it was just too slow and I was moving too slow. So that's just the consequences. You move too slow and the and the activator too slow, you're going to get runs. Even with the induction trick, it's still gonna run. So just what is the word of the wise or whatever, just use fast with this clear. Just use fast, trust me. It's gonna be slow enough and it's gonna dry fast enough. It's gonna work. Until then, let's get on back to shine time. Man, I love that SMR 42. Ooh, it's slick. Man, love that clear coat. Told you that's one of my go-to clear coats now. SMR, what's it? The SMR 135. That's a good production clear, and if you really want to put some show and shine to it, the SMR 42. Man, yeah. effortlessly and it just works with you. But remember I said though, make sure you use fast. Just a little dust nibs up there on the roof, just a little bit, but that's to be expected. So now we're getting ready to do the rims next. And I know I said we're gonna do the chrome, or that, not chrome, but the wheeled silver. But the more I got to looking at the truck there, because originally the truck wasn't supposed to be this color. It's supposed to be a little brighter red, but we wind up going with this one here. So with it being a little darker, I said, you know what, we'll go ahead and we'll put some black rims on it. So I just mixed up some single stage, but the first thing first, just kind of knocked the rust off of it with that wire wheel you saw. And now I'm just doing a scuffing pad. And then you about to see in a minute. Oh man, this is how you can paint rims there. Literally, put them playing cards there. It works. You can't argue it. You can't argue with this. Just keep it simple. Like I said, the results speak for itself. But yeah, just mix up a little single stage and shoot it on there, make it look good. And there it goes. Wow. It just looks amazing. Like it came out the showroom floor in 1991. That SMR 42 is it's shining. And wind up putting some tire paint on there so that way the tires got kind of like a little dull sheen look to it there. So it kind of make it look a little natural, but got like a little kind of a semi-gloss look, I guess. But anyway, just a nice scuff and shoot. It's the first one from Mississippi Wrenches here, and we got plenty more to come. But this is just how you do it. I hope the content wasn't too long, and I hope y'all liked it there. Until then, you know my motto: like, comment, and subscribe. Please share the video. I really would appreciate your support. And until then, you know my other motto: to stay busy and have fun with it. I had fun with this one for sure.